Hello and welcome to your Long Island weekly weather report and weekend weather report, I should say. And it is the 10th of January, and you can see here on the map we've got a lot of clouds spreading over the east. You can see there's a southern stream system that is going to stay to the south, and so we're only going to be seeing light snow tomorrow. And then hopefully we can get into this patch of clearer skies. It'll get out to our way by Sunday, and we can have some mostly sunny skies. Looking at the map, you see all the winter storm warnings, and they've gotten a lot of snow in some of these areas. Um, over a foot, some of these for a lot, like East Texas and stuff, in areas that usually don't see that much snow. So you can see the winter storm warnings in effect, but nothing for our area at all because it's mainly going to be staying to the south at all. So today we had a day with a lot of cloud cover around. We started off with sun, but the high clouds quickly kind of came in, filtered the sunshine, so we didn't really have a blue sky, too much blue sky, a little bit of blue sky today. 36 at Islip, and it was a lot warmer today, as you see. A lot warmer, and a lot less wind, too. So right now, even though the temperatures have dropped into the mid-30s, all of us saw 40s today for a change, so we were above normal, actually. Got up to 43 at Islip. Central Park was still only 39. Most sites saw 40 or better. Let's see, in Jersey probably too. Got up to 40. Let's see. No, they actually made it to 39. Probably because they had a little more cloud cover over there. So a little more cloud cover. Not only kept the temperatures a little bit on the cooler side. They also still have some snow on the ground, but I think the clouds were thicker over there, and that kind of made more of a difference. Lows, obviously upper 20s. Nothing really too remarkable there. Looking at our climate statistics for the day, high of 43 and a low of 28, 4 degrees above normal for the day at Islip. So we went into the above normal column after being below normal for a number of days in a row. Skies today, again, I'll show you what the skies look like, though. Towards sunset, it was kind of interesting. We had these interesting cirrus clouds and some a standing wave altocumulus as well, which was present, which is kind of interesting, especially as the sun got towards setting. This is what the standing wave really looked like. It really is interesting. Look at the sunset, really interesting. Layers of the clouds there, and then these are the standing wave altocumulus clouds right here. Let you see. So these are the standing wave ones. So let's go and look at our radar next, I guess, and you'll see that the snowfall here that is in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Heavier stuff is off to the south. It's where they got the winter storm warnings in places like North Carolina and Virginia. Then you got some areas that are further south that are dealing with a mix, and then just plain rain south of that. So this is the system we're going to be dealing with for tomorrow. So let's go to the weather maps here. You'll see there is your system right there. Surface analysis. See, it's a weak system, so it's not that. It's strong, but it's not going to be a big storm or anything. So we're not going to see the wind to the same degree that we saw earlier. But we're still going to deal with some more wind later tomorrow night as this thing moves offshore and does strengthen a little bit. Let's go look at the models now, and we'll show you what we have heading into this weekend. So I'll just show you the eastern U.S. view here. So it's a weak system, goes by to the south. You see we're mainly just in very light snow. And then that is going to stay, and then you'll see it starts to intensify as it gets way out to sea, and that will pick up the wind Saturday night into Sunday. But you'll see the isobars aren't nearly as bunched as they were during this past week. So while there'll be some wind, it won't be anything like what we were dealing with. So not really going to make a big deal out of the snow here because it's not really going to wind up being all that much. Let's look at the HRRR here. And you'll see here again that it's going to be a coat. I'm not even going to make a map here because I think it's just going to be a coating, and maybe some isolated areas might get up to an inch, but I think generally speaking, it's just going to be a coating or a trace of snow for most areas. And you can see it's mainly, it starts in the early morning, and then it's done by late morning, so it's not even going to be lasting that long. Um, total accumulated total snowfall, and you can see very little. Um, this is where the inch marker is right here, I think. So the inch marker would be all the way down Atlantic City. Most areas are just going to get a coating. Maybe enough to stick to the trees, maybe, but it's going to be pretty tough to get any of that. And as far as total accumulated precip, yeah, not much out of this either. And actually, we've been kind of dry this month. If you noticed, if we go back to the climatological report, month to date, we've only had 0.03 inches of liquid equivalent, and now we're 10 days into the month. So we are running on the dry side. So not a big deal with this storm system. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It's not a big deal for us. So just a coating. It's not going to really. So light winds, as you see here, light winds, and then you'll notice that the winds start to pick up later. There's that northwest wind again. The dew points start to drop. But this won't be Arctic air that we're dealing with, just polar air. So just Canadian polar air. So it won't feel too bad. And then Sunday, you can see the winds already get lighten up during the day. So it's just Saturday night that'll be a little bit breezy, and then Sunday, the winds relax, and you'll see the dew points aren't super low, which means it's not Arctic air. As far as temperatures go tomorrow, probably a little bit cooler than today because the sun won't be out, because it'll be mostly cloudy, and then so temperatures probably only in the mid-30s. And tomorrow night, it won't really drop all that much. It'll probably drop into the mid and upper 20s. And then for Sunday, it'll be high around 40 degrees. So it'll be near normal to maybe slightly bit above normal. So it won't be too bad. That we'll go to the cloud cover next. And you'll see plenty of cloud cover. The cloud cover continues to increase tonight. Plenty of cloud cover through tomorrow. Maybe toward the evening, we'll start to see that cloud cover break. And then for Sunday, a mostly sunny day. It should be a mostly sunny day across our area. Maybe toward late afternoon, maybe it looks like it's showing some high clouds. And take a look at this again. These are standing wave clouds again. It's showing up in the models, and I saw this yesterday. So we may see the same type of thing again if this comes in before sunset. Standing waves again, which are really, really interesting with clouds, in my opinion. But I think Sunday should be a mostly sunny day, and we'll go to the NAM, and I'm pretty sure the NAM will agree with that. I can look at the sounding as well. Yeah, these lines look pretty good. I mean, there is some mid-level moisture. It doesn't look like it's too much, but it looks like it should be a sunny day. Maybe a few scattered altocumulus clouds, perhaps, but it does show some mid-level moisture, so there may be some scattered altocumulus around, perhaps. This is the NAM. HRRR. Maybe I can get a sounding on the HRRR. We'll do 16Z Sunday. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. They're not that close, but there is some mid and upper level, perhaps some, but it should be a mostly sunny day. Not much wind, seasonable temperatures. It'll be a good day to get outside. We thought we were going to get a nice sunny day this week. We did have some days, I think Wednesday, there was the most sunshine that day, but the wind, still wasn't completely clear, and the wind was forget about it levels as far as hiking goes. We'll go to the MODIS satellite here, and you'll notice here that, there's an issue now at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Apparently it's in Pasadena, California. They're the ones that are in charge of some sites like this. So I don't know if MODIS, Terra, and Aqua sea surface temperatures products. So some products now are not going to be able to be produced because the place that produces them, the JPL in Pasadena, California, has to have been evacuated because of these wildfires. So let's take a look at the map right now. It doesn't look like there's as much smoke now, but it looks like it gets worse later on. You can see there's the smoke. It didn't look as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was a whole lot worse because the Santa Ana winds were stronger. Let's go to this model here, and we'll go to the Pacific Southwest. We'll see what it looks like on this. Hopefully they've been able to get some handle on some of these fires that have been going on. And I don't see a red flag warning in effect for that area either. So there, you could definitely still see smoke coming from these fires. There is no red flag warning currently in effect for this area. So if we go to the weathers and hazards map here, pull this out, you'll see that there isn't a red flag warning in effect But we still have a wind advisory in effect here. Well, that's an air quality alert. Okay, I guess that's a fire weather watch. So Saturday evening and Sunday afternoon, it may pick up again, and then it looks like, unfortunately, we have a high wind watch in effect. So Sunday, things could pick up again, and we could see things flare up once again. There's a little bit of a break, and hopefully the firefighters are getting be able to make some progress there. But the amount of destruction, like I said, we've seen entire towns destroyed. This is unfathomable. It really is. So I think that wraps up the Long Island weather report. So a little bit of dusting of snow tomorrow, not a big deal. And no weather update tomorrow night unless we wind up getting more snow than anticipated. And I'll be back with the next weather update as we look at the week ahead on Sunday night. Good night.